Call this town board meeting to order, November 18th at 7 p.m. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good afternoon, everyone. Please note the fire exits to the right. Walk quickly, don't run in case there's an emergency. The restrooms are also to the right. The agenda is on the table, and also there is a sign up if anyone wants to speak for the public hearing. Step up to the lectern, give your name and your address. The meetings are recorded, so it's important to speak into the microphone. Address any questions to the town board for the public hearing. For the public comment period, the board doesn't react. For the public hearing, the board will ask questions, and it's back and forth. We do ask for special presentations from time to time, and that's to educate the board and the community on different topics. Madam Clerk, please read the roll.
Supervisor Evans.
Here.
Councilwoman Cunningham.
Here.
Councilman Malone.
Present.
Councilman Perdico.
Here.
Deputy Supervisor Weiner.
Here.
Attorney for the town.
Here.
And I believe that we have one presentation. Mr. Brandt? No? Okay. Any other presentations? Okay. I will now open up for public input period. Is there anyone signed up to speak? Sir, we'll go by the list order. Okay, so I'll call you up, I'll call your name up when it's your time to speak. And our first speaker, this is timed, and Madam Clerk will keep the time, let you know when your time is up. Jackson Camlin.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I'd like to express my gratitude for the town giving me the platform to express my concerns as a citizen.
Please state your full name and address, please.
My name's Jackson Campbell, and my address is 112 Briar Lane.
Thank you.
Again, I'd like to express my gratitude for the town giving me this platform to express my concerns as a citizen of Irondequoit. I'm not coming tonight as a Republican or Democrat, but a product of this town. I have grown up and gone through the entire system of Irondequoit through my childhood and still reside here as a young adult. I believe that the diverse range of thoughts and people has formed me into the young man I am today. And all my experiences here have unfolded this current chapter in my life. But this town has changed, and it's been changing in ways that we never thought it would 20-something years ago. Recently, it's come to my attention the concerning amount of public surveillance cameras that are being put everywhere in town. Almost every intersection has these cameras installed, and it doesn't just stop in Irondequoit. This is spreading rapidly across the city of Rochester, and to my recollection, this was not vocalized to the public. And please correct me if I'm wrong, and inform me and the public about this. Now, I understand this is a state issue, but I urge the board, as the representatives of our community, to share my concern with addressing the issue to the state. It's no secret that everything is tracked these days in one form or another. Your phone activity, your work productivity, your GPS locations, even the movies that we watch on Netflix. But this, to me, draws a line. Our citizens of Irondequoit community do our duties to uphold our end of the deal. We go out and vote, we pay our taxes, and we do our best to make sure that this is a community that we want to live in. And in return for our efforts, we're gifted with 24/7 surveillance by the state that we fund. They may say that this is for public safety or this is just the way it is, but I'm asking why. Is it because the citizens of this town aren't trustworthy enough? Or is it because we can't behave ourselves? No. This is clearly an example of overreach and a violation of our privacy that we didn't ask for. I contacted the Public Safety Office of Monroe County asking for some more information on this matter, but the worker who picked up the phone didn't have a clue where to send me for more information. The only thing that I was left with was that the cameras being put up are third-party cameras. So all makes, models, colors, bumper stickers, license plates, every detail about your car that makes it yours is being collected at every intersection or marking point and they're being stored on a third-party cloud. And the cherry on top of all this data being stored on this cloud on Traffic Camera Archive, anybody can look that up, it can be bought by businesses. Their website landing page straight up says, quote, "A variety of industries use our services to fill their job responsibilities, grow their businesses, and serve the public," end of quote. How does this serve our community's interest? It's disturbing that instead of addressing the root cause of the crime by making us stronger as a community and trusting community's ability to make a difference, the state's solution is more surveillance. And honestly, I find this quite shocking. And let me finish with this. I'm not here to antagonize anybody or to point fingers, but it's important to bring awareness to this issue. And I plan to make many visits to the public forum, and I will continue to spread the awareness of this overreach into our community and lack of transparency about this issue.
Thank you,
And
Mr.
again,
Tim.
I thank you for the time and the platform to give me.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Jeff Goldblatt.
Good evening, Jeff Goldblatt, 128 Parkside, Solid Waste Advisors. So there's been some discussion about the situation involving waste haulers in this town, which would be the first time that it has happened in the better part of 30 years. No exaggeration. There's been discussion about going to one hauler. The National Waste and Recycling Association has come out foursquare against this concept. I can't speak for them, so you can check with their information. But you'd have to look no further than Pittsford, who is dying with this right now. Their supervisor, who I've had more discussions with than anybody in this building over the last 30 years, tells me that he's had more complaints this year than in the last 5 combined. And they're desperate to try to get out. I haven't seen their contract, but it seems to me that they do not have an out clause. Nor do they have anything that protects them in their code like we do. New haulers will come in, and already one has had a problem. I'm not here to embarrass anyone, so I won't mention any names. I witnessed one house being serviced by 2 trucks on 2 days with 2 guys. This is an established company. I can't believe they're doing this. Meanwhile, because we have competition finally, I was able to sign up with a company that does everything in 1 truck on 1 day with 1 guy, as it should be. But Pittsford has got a problem, and they can't get out of it for some odd reason. That's what happens when you have one hauler. You also lose sales tax revenue to the county and to the town under Moore and Ryan, which hasn't been repealed, to the best of my knowledge. That brings me to the other guys that are servicing the town, most notably the roll-off guys. Most of them, you have no idea who they are or what they're doing here. I have a list in front of me that indicates 21 roll-off guys that are MIA, 5 mini haulers that are MIA, 3 tire collectors that are MIA, 1 grease hauler, and 1 food hauler each. The reason this is important is if there's an accident. Now, a private DPW chief has told me, well, they're not here very often, and so it doesn't really matter. The sentence should be, it doesn't matter until someone dies. Or have we forgotten about that? If it was my mother standing in the curbside mailbox and got hit by a rusty piece of equipment, you would have been sued right out of existence if it were me. But I'm told that the companies that I have in front of me that are MIA don't respond when they're contacted about licensing in. I'll leave leaves for my next visit.
Thank you. Kathy Bouton? Kathy? I'm sorry, my Louisiana accent came out there.
No, I'm sorry, I'm deaf. I requested an interpreter for the meeting.
Okay, 1 second. Do we have an interpreter here?
We don't.
Unfortunately, we were not able to obtain one with such short notice. I did reach out to the two companies we use.
Okay, is there anything that we need to do differently for you?
If you have questions, I'll come around one-to-one. I did speak with someone this morning when I came in to request an interpreter. I was under the impression that if they couldn't find one by 1 p.m., I would reach out to my institute, Rochester Institute of Technology, where we have access to interpreters for freelance. I didn't hear back at 1. I received notice to 4:30 that no one was available.
My apologies.
Okay, thank you. I will try and be brief. In January 2021, I moved to Irondequoit. 2 days after I moved in, the town sewer backed up into my basement.
I do need for you to state your name and address for the record.
I'm sorry?
Name and address.
Catherine Beaton, 70 Westbourne. So I contacted the town, and the workers were sent out to snake the pipes, which were clogged with roots. I was told to contact the town once a year to have my pipes cleared. The second time the sewer backed up, the workers came, cleared out the roots, and suggested every 6 months instead of once a year, which I have done. During this time, I faced other issues related to the trees at the bottom of my driveway on town property. The branches were falling regularly, one of which landed on the roof of my car and dented it in 2023. I contacted the town again and was told the town was not responsible. I asked the tree be pruned, and I was told there were over 600 trees that needed attention, which I appreciate. The second branch fell in 2024 and hit my son's car. I went to the town office again to seek action, and again was told the town is not responsible and there are many trees needing assistance. In 2025, I met the crew for trimming trees on the street. I spoke to them. They indicated that the tree was slowly dying. There were tendrils and offshoots growing at the base. They were going to speak to the head of the tree department, where a cost-benefit analysis would be done to see if it was cheaper to prune or remove. They pruned. In late August, I noticed a problem with my drains before the 6-month time to have my drains snaked out. I contacted the town. They sent 2 people. These people could not find the access point on my lawn and snaked the line through my basement. They informed me that the drain was fine and that the problem was on my side to contact a plumber. 9 weeks later, I have had a 3rd septic backup in my basement. The workers came and encountered massive root debris, as well as a disconnect in the pipe that had caused more debris to get caught on a lip because the pipes were not joined properly anymore. They suggested having the pipe cleaned every 3 months. It took them 3 hours in the rain from 6 till 9 p.m. to clean all of the roots out of the pipe. They stated it was not possible that much root could have accumulated in 9 weeks. They felt the previous crew that had gone through the access point in my basement should have detected this, and that it is an issue that could have been prevented. This is the town's responsibility. I've done exactly as the town has requested. I've maintained appointment dates, phone call logs, image captures from the screen of the device in my yard showing the clots. I've had the pipes examined from inside my house to the access point outside the house. My cast iron pipes are free of root and debris. I'm requesting that the town reimburse the costs I've incurred to date, as well as the costs in cleaning and restoring my basement to its original state.
Thank you. Wendy?
Good evening. My name is Wendy Chiesa. The address is 15 Leland Road. Briefly first, I'd just like to thank the board as well as our planning board and share some information with you. We'd like to thank you on behalf of our community for all the work and the hard work that both boards have put in regarding the Comcast issue with the cell tower placements. The community feels that the board as well as the planning board did a lot of hard work on that, and they were very patient in listening to us with our concerns when we brought them to you. So I wanted to share that information with you. If you could share that with the planning board as well, that would be nice. The reason I'm here is along the same lines. On behalf of the residents, we would like to request that the town review and amend the code language in Part 2, General Registration, Article 22, Regulation of Telecommunications and other related articles to limit how close cell towers and antennas may be constructed to our homes and to our schools, and to not allow cell towers or antennas in any districts that are zoned residential, especially in our right-of-ways. I did email this letter to every one of our board members today so that you would have the active links in there so you can link. I provided several examples of different communities that have very strict setback codes. And also at the end of the email is actually a study that I stumbled across that was not too long ago. I think it was in 2021 or 22. That was a study on 5G. It was released July of 2021. And it's related to the health impact of 5G. And I think that article speaks for itself. If you could take a look at that, talks about the how it affects the people. And I think that's very important. So we ask that if you could take this in consideration and change our code so we don't keep running into this issue with further companies coming in and trying to do the same thing and then having to go through this whole process every time. So that's all I have. And do you want the paper copy too as well? I can give it to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have Christina.
Hello, everybody. Christina Smith-Dell. I own 31 Schnackle Drive, but I live at 299 Ballard Avenue. I just wanted to come today and give some feedback about some of the regulations that have gone into effect. I'm not sure how familiar everybody is with the noise monitoring devices, but kind of the standard is the Minute, M-I-N-U-T. I don't know if that's how you say it or not. But the lowest setting that has on it is 60 decibels, which I believe now is 55. So I just wanted to let you know that that is kind of like the standard everybody has. Everybody is not able to set them any under 60. And I also did want to share that in the last month, I've had 10 noise events, and none of them have been related to my guests at all. But that doesn't stop from the alarms and alerts going off at all hours of the night. So on November 9th at 5:46, 5:57, 7:58, the alarm is like, woo, woo, woo. It's very loud, so you obviously wake up to it. But that was from the rain, which came in at 61, 62, and 65 decibels. The next day at 12:59 a.m., 61 decibels from the rain. The next day after that, 11:48 p.m., 64 decibels from the rain. On the 12th, 7:23, 61 decibels, 7:33, 64 decibels. The 13th, 11:04 p.m., 63 decibels. Again, this is all rain, and this, alerts me each and every time something like this happens. I want to be responsible and respond to any, salacious activity. However, if the rain is coming in these ranges, perhaps the numbers can be adjusted a little bit. And then, I was concerned about some of the verbiage as far as reporting and some other stuff like that. And, it's only been a month now, and I've already had kind of 3 incidents of a child fishing on the easement 10 feet over the property line was a reason the police were called. I had cattails in my garbage can the day before garbage pickup. code enforcement got involved because of a call. On the 24th of October, one of my guests drove over a little part of the grass. I had no idea. I got a call from the Arundecoy Police Department. Your neighbor said that a flower pot was run over and there was this issue, so I follow up right away with him and I say, oh, I'm so sorry what happened. If you could let me know, I'd be happy to replace it. You know, didn't respond. No pictures of a broken pot or anything like that for me to fix. So I just did want to say, you know, kind of what I was worried about is kind of transpiring, that little things are being made bigger things to kind of document them in certain ways. And we have a neighborhood association. We had a big cleanup day this past Saturday. Over 12 of our neighbors were involved, and the biggest proponents of keeping the neighborhood a neighborhood were absent on this day, but the rest of us had a really good work day. So I just wanted to give that feedback about some of the guidelines. Thanks for your time.
Thanks very much. Does anyone else want to address the board? Seeing none, I declare the public input period closed. Madam
Actually,
Control-
Mr. Evans, I do have a question. Last week at the workshop, you stated that you had an affidavit.
Ma'am, this is not the time or the
Actually,
place.
I
This is
believe
not
it
the
is,
time or the
and I would
place.
like to appeal the ruling of the chair. Thank you. Last week at the workshop, you stated that you had an affidavit, a signed affidavit. I have sent you an email asking for a copy of the affidavit, and I'm wondering if you are going to be putting that into the record. We are all wondering where this signed affidavit is. And for those that are here and are listening, this is about his statements, Mr. Evans' statements, that he has raised the rec department's part-time wages. I do have a list of 22 people who are not, whose wages have not been raised to $18 an hour. Again, I'm asking you, Mr. Evans, when we will receive that affidavit. Thank you.
Okay, well, this is for the people here and the people at home. I obviously you know what I've gone through this last year, so I will answer you this way, that all appropriate statements have been given to both criminal and civil organizations that are now investigating this last year, and I'll end it with that. I do not speak on current investigations. It's ongoing.
That's not an, that's not the question.
Do you have an affidavit or not?
This
That's the
is
question,
not-
yes or no?
You
Do you
told
have an
us.
affidavit, yes or
You
no?
told us last week.
Please continue, because the more you continue, the more it just simply adds to my case.
Oh, so
Please
you're
continue.
gonna sue,
This
is
is-
that what you're up to now?
This has nothing to do with any criminal
I know.
case at all. This has, last week, I asked you a question, and you said you had a signed affidavit. You did not read it into the record. I sent you an email asking where the affidavit was, and I did not receive a response to my email. So I'm asking you now if we are going to receive the affidavit.
The question has been asked and answered.
It
Madam
has
Controller?
not been answered.
It hasn't.
You have not answered whether we will be receiving it, yes or no.
You'll receive it when the appropriate authorities release it to you. Madam
That means
Controller?
there isn't one. That means there isn't one.
Madam Controller?
There's not one. I don't know who has affidavits after every meeting anyway.
That's a great question. Could we ask who the appropriate affiliation is?
I call this meeting to order. You're out of place. The chair is the chair. I've let you speak.
Okay.
I've answered your questions. There will be no more questions. Madam Controller, the chair denied. Madam Controller.
Once there's a motion to appeal the decision of the chair, there can be a second, and then a vote.
And what is the purpose? I've already answered the question.
Yeah.
And you should do your job by saying that there is no answer to this question. I've asked the question.
I second that motion.
I think that there was an answer, actually.
There was an answer.
Was it?
I don't think it.
There was no answer.
Okay, please continue. Please continue. Go ahead, please.
Are we gonna see an affidavit?
David, right.
That's
You
it.
stated
Yes
that you
or
had in
no?
the past. Yeah, we'd like to see it.
Please continue.
That means there isn't an
Please,
affidavit.
Ms. Wisher, continue.
Well, I guess I wasn't here when they talked about the affidavit.
Okay, well, please,
So
no, please
what
continue.
authority is it that has the affidavit?
I do not speak on ongoing investigations. I've let you know.
It's not an investigation.
Yeah, I'm not,
The attorney for the town ought to know who's conducting an investigation of town personnel.
And the town supervisor should also know what's going on from the attorney of the town.
Well,
I,
what don't you know that you think you need to know from me?
I think it was a simple question that I asked you last week. Actually, it wasn't a question, it was a comment. And you stated that you had a signed affidavit that something had occurred within a meeting, and you did not put it into the record, as far as I know. And I have sent you an email asking for the signed affidavit. I don't know who signed it. I don't know what it's in regards to. You are the one that brought it up, and I am asking for a copy of it. I do not think that that's an unreasonable ask, especially since you brought it up last week. This is not part of an ongoing investigation. I brought up a concern, and that was your response. And so now I am asking for the document. I don't think that this is an unreasonable ask.
Not at all.
And obviously, we're not going to get it because you've gone silent. So I think that that speaks volumes. And I think at this point, we could probably go on.
Thank
Madam
you, Ann.
Controller, please read the financial report.
Thank you. The 2025 financial results for the town as of October 31st. The total expenditures and encumbrances are $35,628,000, or 80.6% of budget, lower than the 83.3% of the year that has elapsed. That variance is comprised of $33,694,000 of actual expenditures, along with $1,934,000 of encumbrances. The encumbrances are reasonable at 4.4% of budget as departments continue to utilize open encumbrances for commodities, supplies, and services for the year. Expenses in the general fund are 78.9% of budget, or $22,642,000, below the percent of the year that has elapsed. The breakdown is actual expenditures, $21,513,000, and an additional $1,129,000 of encumbrances. The highway fund expenses of $6,364,000 are higher than the percent of the year that has elapsed at 105%. Street resurfacing and paving are the primary contributors of the variance. Actual expenditures of $5,877,000 represent 96.9% of spending, while encumbrances of $488,000 remain for fuel and asphalt in Highway 1, vehicle maintenance and equipment parts in Highway 3, and salt in Highway 4. The overage is attributed to additional CHIPS paving, which was completed in 2025, and the budget will be amended to account for the increase. The library expenses are $2,307,000, below budget at 77.7%. As indicated in prior reports, this total includes debt service for the library bond. The sewer fund has expended $2,724,000, or 64.7% of budget. Stormwater drainage expenses of $448,000 equate to 45.4% of budget. As of October 31st, the general fund has recorded $22,052,000 of revenue, equating to 79.9% of budget. The major general fund revenues received to date include real estate tax of $13,011,000. Payment in lieu of tax revenue is all in at $325,000. Sales tax of $2,904,000 represents 5 months of revenue. And aid and incentive to municipalities of $613,000. In October, the town received franchise cable TV revenue of $249,000. Recreation program fees equate to 99.3% in the amount of $760,000, and cemetery revenues of $152,000, or 91.3% of budget, have been recorded. The total town summary after 12 months, total revenue for the town is $35,890,000, or 84% of budget. Real estate taxes totaled $19,366,000 across funds. The library has received 99.5% of revenue, a sum of $2,898,000. Highway has recorded $4,899,000, or 81.9% of revenue. The sewer has collected 98.7% of budget, a total of $3,903,000. And stormwater drainage has verified 99% of revenue at $973,000. This concludes the financial report for October 2025.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Madam Controller. Thank you, Madam Controller. Are there any corrections, questions, or comments? Motion to adopt the financial report. All in favor, say,
Motion.
may I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Financial report is adopted. Madam Clerk, there's some minutes to approve.
Approval of October 13th, 2025 workshop town board meeting minutes.
Motion to approve.
I'll move it.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any questions, comments, or revisions? All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? The minutes are approved. Madam Clerk?
October 21st, 2025 regular town board meeting minutes.
I'll move it.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? Or revisions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The minutes are approved. Madam Clerk?
October 22nd, budget workshop meeting minutes.
Motion to approve.
Move it.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any questions, comments, or revisions? All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? The minutes are approved. Madam Clerk?
October 23rd, 2025 budget workshop 2 meeting minutes.
Motion to approve.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any questions, comments, or revisions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The minutes are approved. Madam Clerk?
Approval of October 27th, 2025 special town board meeting minutes.
Motion to approve.
Move.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any questions, comments, or revisions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, the minutes are approved. Madam Clerk, I think that takes us to the public hearing.
That is correct at 7:35.
Do you have anyone that wants to sign up for the public hearing? Madam Clerk, can you read the first item?
Public hearing number 1, on the matter pursuant to section 202B of the town law regarding proposed improvements to the town of Arundecoit Consolidated Sewer District.
May I have a motion?
Moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. This public hearing is for the purpose to receive input from the residents regarding proposed sewer improvements that were proposed in the 2025 CIP, which was adopted last month. This is for the town board to receive input to make a determination if the projects are in the best interest of the town.
I'll open it up for any questions or comments. We have no one signed up to speak on this issue. Or is there anyone that want to speak for, against, or have any comments about this issue?
Where are these improvements?
Good question, John.
Do we know, Diana? Or,
didn't bring my...
okay.
Madam Commissioners,
These improvements would primarily be focused on the Colebrook section of road in front of the school. So this would be a project that would replace and restore the sanitary sewer within the school, and then we would rebuild the road and put in
Alright, so
curbing,
it's-
so it's basically,
I think it was between Rock Beach and Washington, correct?
that is correct.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
okay, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, this hearing is now closed. May I have a motion?
Moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, we have a couple items to go along with this. Sorry, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Madam Clerk, we have a couple items to go along with this resolution.
So there's two resolutions attached to the public hearing. The first one is determining that it is in the public interest to undertake certain improvements to the town's consolidated sewer district.
1 second.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, no, so, yeah, it's not too much to vote on the resolution.
Okay, motion to adopt?
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? The resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk?
Resolution number 2 under the public hearing, authorizing the issuance of up to $1.2 million in serial bonds of the town to undertake certain improvement to the town's consolidated sewer district.
Motion to adopt?
Moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Any questions, comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk, we have several items for board action tonight. Please read the first item.
Item number 1, authorizing the permanent appointment of a building maintenance foreman.
Motion to adopt.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
Thank you. The purpose of this position is to oversee the staff that cleans our facilities. This falls under the purview of Public Works, and Commissioner McGee has recommended Steve Fluke to fill this position.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
Yeah, I do have a question. Is this a new position or replacing somebody that's left or retired?
This is a funded vacant position. Steve has been working out of title in this position for quite some time.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Well, I want to congratulate Steve. The vote will go the way I think it will. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Congratulations, Steve. The resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk, next item.
Item number 2, authorizing the permanent appointment of a real property appraiser.
Motion to adopt.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
Thank you. This position is being served by Mary Ryan in the assessor's office. Mary's been working provisionally in this position for about a year now, and Dan Stanford recommends her for permanent appointment.
So I just want to say, Dan, I think you have a great appraiser. I think she's done a great job, and she's a great benefit to the town. Any other questions or comments?
I would like to just quickly reiterate, I have a phenomenal staff, and Mary is an integral part of that. For the last year, she's pretty much been doing it nonstop on her own. So thank you, Mary.
Seeing no other questions or comments, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? The resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk?
Item number 3, authorizing the adoption of the 2026 Arundecoit Zoning Board of Appeals meeting schedule.
Motion to adopt?
I'll move it.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
Yes, thank you. This is our standard annual resolution to set schedules for, and I'll cover the next three as well, Zoning Board of Appeals, Conservation Board, Planning Board, and the Historic Preservation Commission meeting schedules, so we can plan accordingly.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk.
Item number 4, authorizing the adoption of the 2026 Arundecoit Conservation Board meeting schedule.
Motion to adopt.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
Sorry, I thought I had covered that with the last one. This, along with items 5 and 6, are the standard annual resolutions for setting the schedules for the Zoning Board of Appeals, Conservation Board, the Planning Board, and the Historic Preservation Commission.
Okay. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, the resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk, why don't we just go to the next two?
Item numbers 5 and 6 need to be voted on separately, so we have to vote
Right.
on them.
Well, I mean,
Right.
100%.
Item number 5, authorizing the adoption of the 2026 Arundecoit Planning Board Workshop and Public Hearing Meeting Schedule.
motion to adopt.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
We'll bypass the explanation. Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk.
Item number 6, authorizing the adoption of the 2026 Arundecoit Historic Preservation Commissioner meeting schedule. Commissioner.
Motion to adopt.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, the resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk.
Item number 7, authorizing the supervisor to enter into contract and accepting funding for the 2026 Stop DWI High Visibility Engagement Program.
Motion to adopt.
Moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
Yes, sir. This is for our high visibility Stop DWI campaign. These campaigns are what we usually do around holidays, all the major holidays. So this is a little extra or separate line from our regular Stop DWI funds.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, the resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk.
Item number 8, authorizing the supervisor to enter into contract and accepting funding for the 2026 Stop DWI enforcement budget.
Excuse me. Motion to adopt.
Moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
Yes, this is for our Stop DWI funds that are used throughout the year to provide patrols and overtime for court costs.
Any questions or comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk.
Item number 9, authorizing the acceptance of a monetary gift from Donna DePeters to the Arundecoit Police Department.
Motion to adopt.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
Yes, sir. This second year in a row, Donna DePeters wanted to make a monetary gift to the department. This year is going to be for the community engagement that we do all of our details for Shop with a Cop, for our community cover drive, food and clothing drive, and things like that.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, the resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk.
Item number 10, authorizing the supervisor to execute an agreement for Monroe County All Seasons Work in Monroe County Rights of Way.
Motion to adopt.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
Yes, thank you. This is our annual resolution for all seasons work with Monroe County within the right-of-way. So this is for roadside mowing, animal pickup, and other right-of-way work that we would do for Monroe County for reimbursement.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, The resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk.
Item number 11, authorizing supervisor to execute agreement for Monroe County Snow and Ice Control Services for 2025-2026 season.
Motion to adopt.
Move.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? I'm sorry. May I have an explanation?
Yes, this is also an annual resolution for the snow and ice efforts we do on Monroe County roads within town. So this is, uses a 3-year average, so you can see our rate went up from last year. So, thank you.
I want to commend you guys for the work that you did last year. I think we were one of the few municipalities that did not run out. So that's some great management on you and your guys' part. Any other questions or comments? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? The resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk.
Item number 12, authorizing the supervisor to enter into various contracts with vendors for youth, family, adult, group exercises, and senior recreational programming for 2026.
Motion to adopt.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
This resolution speaks to our group exercise programming at the community center, including adult, youth, and inclusive programming. These are the contractors that we look forward to working with in 2026.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk.
Item number 13, authorizing the facilitation of the planning of special events.
Motion to adopt.
Moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
This resolution will allow the Director of Recreation to sign contracts in the amount of $2,000 or less, providing some flexibility with our programming and services, as we often have situations like inclement weather or contractors or vendors who have to cancel at the last minute. This will give us a little bit of flexibility to fill in those gaps as needed.
Any questions or comments?
I know many of these are annual events, but there's a lot of other items in here, so I appreciate having this in advance. So thank you very much for that.
Definitely.
Any other questions or comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk.
Item number 14, authorizing the 2026 special events calendar.
May I have a motion?
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
This resolution will allow us to adopt the 2026 special event calendar, of which we have a mix of our annual and classic events, townwide events, and then we're also excited to be announcing 3 brand-new events, and we're looking forward to sharing the details on those as they become available with the public.
Thank you.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk.
Item number 15, authorizing grant application from the New York State Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation fiscal year 2025 certified local government grant application.
May I have a motion?
Moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Evening all, Christopher Brandt, Chair of the Historic Preservation Commission. So to provide a clarification on this, I believe I forwarded the full application materials to all members of the town board. This is the same pot of money that we were able to secure a large grant to do the townwide historic resource survey. It's the CLG sort of grant funding that with Irondequoit being a CLG, we're able to sort of pursue these earmarked dollars for preservation efforts in our municipality. So the commission is seeking to strike while the iron is hot and utilize our recently completed historic resource survey as leverage to start pursuing a significantly large National Register Historic District, which will provide the opportunity for several hundred homeowners in the town of Irondequoit to pursue historic tax credits. The area or district that we are seeking grant funding to pay for a large National Register nomination to be completed on is what's called the St. Paul Boulevard Corridor West. So essentially, this is an area bound by the city line at the south, St. Paul Boulevard at the east, the Genesee River at the west, although it cuts off along Thomas, and then almost reaches up to Colebrook on the north side. So it's about 1,500 properties. This is a great sort of first step. Our Historic Resource Survey identified 6 to 7 historic districts that comprise almost 7,500 properties in our town out of the 21,000 parcels in the town. Currently, there are only 33 homeowners in this town that have the ability to pursue tax credits at this time, and they're all within the small Wimbledon Road Historic District. So the breakdown on the grant request is for $43,500. The total anticipated cost for the project is $57,500. The vast majority of the match funds are a calculation of the value of the volunteer time provided by the commission members who will be undertaking all of the required photography and field work in collaboration with the town's selected consultant if we receive the grant. And then there is a minor amount of assumed staff time, mostly with the town historian and a little bit with the town clerk to assist with access to files and assessor's records for the consultant, again, if we get the grant funds. This is a reimbursement grant similar to the previous CLG grant, and we have to provide as part of the application documentation to be reviewed by New York State a resolution certifying that the town will accept the grant funds if awarded.
I want to first thank you for all the hard work that you've done, and I'm just amazed at your breadth of knowledge and your commission's breadth of knowledge, and more amazed at the love for the history. As you know, I'm a history lover for our community. I want to commend you for that, and also the board. Please continue the great work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Any questions or comments?
Yeah, I have a question. Could you clarify for the board the process for an individual to apply for this grant once you receive it through the town? Is it an application process? Is it ongoing? Just curious what the process is going to be moving
sure.
forward. Yep.
Yeah, so if you are a resident of a National Register district here in the town, you wish to pursue, it's called the New York State Historic Homeownership Rehabilitation Tax Credit. It's a giant mouthful of words. So essentially, it is a tax credit. It's an income tax credit based off of your New York State income taxes. You are able to receive 20% back from New York State on any approved on any improved expenses on repairing or maintaining your home if you're within a National Register district, and that's both outside and inside for the house. So everything from a roof, your furnace, maintaining windows, painting, replacing flooring, doing electrical maintenance. I just submitted a tax credit application for my own house for replacing my boiler. I'm looking forward to giving several $1,000s back from the state from that. And so that will be the opportunity that's opened up by getting this large district on the National Register, and the commission wants to continue to pursue. We're hopeful we'll be successful in this grant application, but we want to get that opened up to the thousands of homeowners that could be eligible for it that are within these districts that were identified in our Historic Resource Survey. It's almost a third, it's over a third of the town that could be able to pursue these tax credits.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Thank you.
Thank you all for your time.
Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk?
Item number 16, authorizing surety, form, and amount of official undertaking for the faithful performance of the duties of the town clerk and receiver of taxes and assessments.
Motion to adopt.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
So this is a yearly resolution that we do for me to be able to perform the duties as town clerk.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted. And I also want to say, Madam Clerk, that you guys have done an excellent job. I don't think people realize how much comes through the town clerk, but please give my thanks to your staff.
Thank you.
Next resolution, ma'am?
Item number 17, approving the special event license for the Seabreeze Volunteer Fire Association annual event.
Motion to adopt.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation?
So this is their annual holiday parade that's going to be held on December 13th from 5 PM to 8:30 PM. We do have all the approvals in.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted. Our upcoming,
Excuse me, Mr. Supervisor.
yes,
I don't know if the board wanted to take action on this. At the work session, I walked in two proposed resolutions that I'd assumed would be in the workflow, and I didn't realize that they weren't until today, so that's my fault. But they are the resolutions setting a public hearing for terminating the license for the solid waste haulers. There was a resolution for Casella and one for waste management. If the board wants to go forward with those two resolutions, they would really need to adopt them tonight to hold the public hearing on December 16th. So if there's two resolutions, they'd be probably 18 and 19, and I can get them.
I think they're very important to do.
Do we currently have any copies here of those?
I only have it electronically.
Okay.
You're the parliamentarian.
Yeah, you've seen them all. I brought them last meeting, to the extent that they weren't published in advance, it's required to the extent practicable. So right now, we only have an electronic copy, so I think it would be acceptable to proceed.
Aaron has a copy.
Well, there we go, perfect.
There we go.
Thank you.
Commissioner McGee.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you.
I didn't, I guess,
Not a big deal.
on the workflow issue.
Okay.
We're gonna set a public hearing.
Yeah. So there's one to set a public hearing for, to determine whether the license should be revoked for Casella and one for waste management. And both resolutions deal with, the basis would be for refusing service. Both haulers, and that would be for residential service.
Okay, so we're going to proceed with item number 18.
I think, as chair, I think it's important that we proceed with it. I know it's a violation of several general municipal laws. But with that recognition, I think,
What is a violation?
the posting.
No, because I just explained it's not a violation.
All right?
This would be considered a walk-in.
Okay, Walker, okay. So let's proceed with it. Motion to adopt the
Well,
resolution?
Item number 18, authorizing the calling of a public hearing seeking revocation of license under solid waste management law of the town of Arundecoit.
Motion to adopt?
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
May I have an explanation that we've just received?
Right, so the 18, I don't know which one is 18, it's either Casella or Waste Management. You can pick.
We'll do Casella. We'll do it alphabetized.
Okay. We've heard the comments. I think we can proceed to the vote, if that's okay with everyone? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution is adopted. Madam Clerk?
Item number 19, resolution authorizing the calling of a public hearing seeking revocation of license under the solid waste management law of the town of Arundecoit.
Motion to adopt?
Move it.
May I have a second?
Second.
One question about this, I think the way you normally do it is to set a public hearing. You don't set them all at the same time, so this one should be
7:36.
7:36.
7:36, yeah. Thank you.
So just to clarify, item number 18, which is Casella, the public hearing will be at 7:35. Item number 19, which is waste management, the public hearing will be at 7:36.
I'm sorry to interrupt again. And so there are letters prepared also that will go out to each of the haulers to notify them. Our code requires 10 days' notice. This is a lot more than that.
With the amendments, as read by the town clerk, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? The resolution is adopted. Thank you very much. The upcoming meeting workshops are December 8th December 13th for the, for the public hearing? What's, 16th, I'm sorry. And at December 16th, public hearing for waste haulers, which is our regular town board meeting. This concludes our town board workshop, our town board meeting. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Moved.
May I have a second? Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? The meeting is adjourned.